It's like as a kid, if you gave the right vaccination, then you don't have to do an amputation at the end because you forgot to do it, right? Because the later you fix a bug, it is more time taking, more expensive, probably asks you to change design and all, which might be really, might set you back on your digital transformation journey. So it's important that you find it early. Now, given the nature of your CI/CD, you might have to adopt things that works best for you. It's becoming simpler, faster, and easier if you're on the cloud, right? But if you are completely on-prem, it's a bit of a challenge because you have to make sure that your developers are checking in code that's properly vetted. You must have gating conditions into your build processes, that can actually identify these things early on, right? So, if you ask me, we have become better around it, because earlier we never cared, but today, it's good to see that companies and products, in the very first version of it, you don't really see too many NCs, right? Now, we are also a software powerhouse, as an organization. And when I speak to my CISO office, they're like, given the fact that our processes, are, so evolving, and people are having a security hygiene and mindset, you don't see really, because of, you're trying to do a faster to market code delivery, you're not missing out on the essentials.
Correct.
Right? Because the last thing you want is a security product itself being compromised with malware. And there has been stories, we don't want to name them, unfortunate, but then that doesn't mean that they are bad and others are good. If you are good, but then if somebody did go through something that kind of poisoned their pipeline, it means it can happen to anybody.
Absolutely.
Right? Look at the number of open source you are using. What do you really know about your software supply chain?
Yes.
What is the depth of your information about your supply chain? Right? So it is a hard problem to solve, but we are doing it much better than we did it earlier, which is true.
Is AI a challenge? I see, from asset discovery, or I would say the asset management, the inventory, the external attack surfaces, or even from vulnerability management and privacy and all. So, what all should the current CIOs and CISOs, even the cybersecurity professionals should focus on or keep in mind with this evolution of AI and adoption of AI, I would say?
Archie, let's go back to a couple years ago when the cloud was new, when microservices were new, containers and all. So every new asset, every new shiny toy will come with its awesomeness, will come with its dark secrets, right? We discover the awesomeness earlier, but then we discover the dark secrets later, because in a world where regulation can never catch up with innovation, but you cannot stop innovation, right?